Yo, everybody, my name is Colby Wortman. I'm very excited to make this presentation, this video, and hopefully in the future be affiliated or sponsored by my favorite brand, the Superior Shoes in Performance, Vans Shoes. So, my name is Colby Wortman. I am the owner of the Iron Chapel, a strength and conditioning gym in Dickinson, North Dakota. I am also the college or the university's strength and conditioning coach for the football team for the Dickinson State University Blue Hawks. I am here today because I have been a Vans enthusiast my entire life. At 11 years old, I got my very first pair of Vans, got some Authentics, and I never turned back from there. Previous to that time, or prior to that time, I had very weak feet. I had a bunch of ankle injuries, high ankle sprains, broken feet, all these things stemming from one issue, a weak foot. Insert Vans, and I've never had that issue again, all the way through my college career playing outside linebacker. And there's a reason behind that. Vans shoes are made as the superior shoe in performance. You guys may not even know this because you guys have made the best shoe, the most sought-after shoe in action sports. But little did you guys know, you guys made the superior shoe in all performance and strength sports. And I will tell you the reasoning behind that. All my Vans here, the ones that my wife didn't make me throw away because they smell, tell a story. Every single one of these, from my newer ones, the ones I got on my feet, to the ones that have been through the ringer. These here are the original OGs. They've been held together by shoe glue, and they're easily the most comfortable Vans shoe I've ever worn. As you get into these black pairs here, these are my training shoes. I compete in strength sports. I compete in Spartan races and warrior dashes and all these types of races, and these shoes have been through the ringer. And then you get to these ones here. These are my dressy shoes. These are the ones I wear with jeans. I wear with slacks. I wear to meetings. I wear to speaking engagements. These ones are if I'm feeling a little fresh and frosty, I'm going to roll them out of the closet, and they're always a great hit. So I am here because little did you guys know, you guys built the best and most superior shoe in performance due to a few reasons. I'm not in action sports. I am not a motocross rider. I'm not a skateboarder. I'm not a BMXer, but I am a professional strength and conditioning coach. I do train hundreds of college athletes and high school athletes, and I use Vans shoes every single day. I will never be caught without a pair of Vans shoes on my feet. So from there, you guys really built the best shoe for performance. Originally, you guys built a shoe for action sports athletes. These people needed increased surface area. They needed a good, simplistic, but solid grip to their implement, whether that's a pedal or a skateboard. Whatever it is, they needed traction to that implement. Well, in performance, in strength and conditioning specifically, everything stems from the foot. If we have a very weak foot, everything up the chain is going to crumble. So starting with the foot, it is the only thing that is attached to and interacts with the competition floor at all times. Everything else is just secondary. So how has the Vans shoe been the best performance shoe in performance? First off, let's start with surface area. The Vans shoe has an increased surface area with a very simplistic gum on the bottom to have traction. But with increased surface area and no arch, the foot is able to do what it's supposed to do, support the body above it. So we are able to naturally build our arch. We're able to feel the ground with a simplistic look, but we're also able to, most importantly, change directions quicker. How is that? Reason being, we have increased surface area, and in the Vans shoe, since we're so flat to the ground, we have more contact time and more contact surface area that we can change directions at a way quicker rate. Then we get into sprinting. The Vans shoe has been able to incorporate and reiterate and help maintain a better posture, a better position while sprinting, allowing the hamstrings to do the work. Pull the floor back, digging the big toe, staying tall in a posture, and propelling ourselves or accelerating ourselves. This is something that I have admired about the Vans shoe, and nobody compares. So why am I here? Just months ago, I wrote my master's thesis on why the Vans shoe is the most superior shoe in performance. Attached in this email, I will have the master's thesis so you guys can read that. I am here because I am outside of action sports. I am not a BMXer or a skateboarder, but I am a professional strength and conditioning coach. I am a college strength and conditioning coach. I'm a gym owner, and I live the Vans way of life. I want to help expand the horizon of Vans into performance. So people, when they think strength and conditioning, when they think performance, when they think working out, they think Vans shoes. They don't think Nike Shocks that are going to roll your ankle. They've rolled more ankles than the LaDainian Tomlinson in his prime. You're going to think about this stuff. You're going to think about these shoes because we want to have that extra 1% edge on our competition. So I am here to expand into performance athletes. I compete in strength sports. I compete in their Spartan races, and I would be very, very privileged and blessed to be able to sponsor or be sponsored by Vans shoes. So why I train and the passions behind it. Originally, I came through some dark and very far off places. So I dealt with pain medication addiction for 8 to 10 years. Training had always been that constant, that staple, that thing that held it together. No matter what was happening, I was doing that. So I got into training for a few reasons. I had 3 shoulder surgeries and a knee surgery, stuff that was I should have been able to not have. I should have been able to stay away from that. But that put me down the journey of pain medications and other drugs to supplement those injuries. Well, one thing led to another, and I was a full-fledged addict to pain medication. This last Friday, October 16th, was my 5-year anniversary of being sober from pain medication. And I bring that up because training was always that staple for me. What I want to do, I've been there, I've seen these athletes do the same thing, and I want to help them out through that. So I got into training, so every athlete that I incorporate, that I have to train, I don't want one of them to go through what I had gone through. So I use my past experience to make sure they stay healthy, they are savages, and they can perform their task at the highest performance. And that incorporates Vans shoes. So my story is going through these injuries, being an addict, and having the Vans be that staple because training was the only thing that kept it all together. You could say training saved my life, and that is one of the big things of the reason why I'm here. So training brought us to a point to where I am today, but I'm also able to give back to these athletes. So at speaking engagements, at our gym, at the college, at the university, I am able to have a positive influence on these kids, on these athletes. And as you can see in most of the pictures, I have had multiple athletes wearing Vans due to the fact of the performance benefit behind them. That gets us to a toes forward way of life. You may not know what this means, but a toes forward way of life is more than just the quote. So power athlete, a big proponent of Vans. I am a power athlete Block 1 coach. Everybody wears Vans. I have this huge community of people in performance that wear Vans, and we have a toes forward mentality. Toes forward is attacking the day. Toes forward is destroying mediocrity, not taking no for an answer, and just getting the work done. Vans fit perfectly into that scenario. Toes forward, in a pair of Vans shoes, I can produce more force into the ground. Plain and simple, that the athlete that does that quicker wins. If I'm in a pair of Vans shoes, I can change directions quicker. I can put more force into the floor. I have way better traction than your, say, Nike Shocks or whatever performance shoe you would like to insert into that statement. Vans shoes have revolutionized the way I train and thousands of athletes that I've trained in the past and future. This is something that I instill in them. This is something, a way of life. It's not just, oh, I like Vans shoes because I like Vans shoes. No, it is a part of my life. So I've been able to build this platform off of being a all-conference outside linebacker for the Dickinson State Bluehawks. Been able to build this platform through our gym, and I've been able to build the platform through having a positive impact on the kids at the university, on the football team, softball team, baseball, men's and women's volleyball, and softball. All these kids I'm able to have this positive influence on. And like I said, each one of these shoes has a story. They all rip in the same spots. They're all held together by shoe glue, and they're all kept sacred because it is a way of life. I'm an enthusiast. I'm not just wanting to be a part of Vans just to benefit from a sponsorship. That's not how this is. That's not who I am. So I am here to hopefully be able to represent Vans shoes with pride. I already do it. All my athletes do it. As you can see in many of the pictures, it is a way of life, as I said. I am outside of action sports, but I believe you guys built the superior shoe in performance without even knowing it. You guys have the best shoe in the game. Nobody else can compare to these shoes. You have this simplistic but beautiful design of different colors, customization, any type of different perspective you have on a shoe, you can make it into a shoe. But it's simple. You can produce more force. You can change directions quicker. It incorporates a better sprinting gait, and that is why I want to be a part of Vans shoes. A sponsorship would not only help bring Vans to more people, thousands of athletes that I'm able to train, but bring them to the way of the life of wearing Vans shoes. I don't want the largest sponsorship in the world. I just want it to be fair and be able to bring this way of life to other people. That's all I want out of this situation, to be able to represent a company that I truly believe in their morals, and I truly believe in what they do and what they produce. So I would be highly honored to be able to represent Vans shoes in everything you guys do. It would be very much appreciated to be able to represent you guys. And I hope you guys find this video interesting, as I have wrote my master's thesis on this topic, and I hope you guys enjoy that attached in the email here. Thank you guys for your time, and we will hopefully be chatting later.